Ringside Collectibles is coming to you worldwide and doing what only the real ones do. And today, that's unboxing AEW Unrivaled Series 9 from Jazwares. Let's unbox it right now. Don't you just love when we unbox a new set? Me too. Let's start with Brian Cage in AEW Unrivaled Series 9. Here he is in package, looking beefy, of course. On the back, photo, signature. Typical deal with the AEW Unrivaled packaging, and even more typical when it's opened up. Brian Cage, what do you think? Yay? Nay? Maybe? There's a couple of interchangeable hands. Pretty serious head sculpt from Brian Cage, rocking the J chops. I guess we can call them that. Nice. Here's the packaged figure. We have a roaring head sculpt right here. Dude looks pretty upset. And we have some black and white wrist tape here. Check those out with designs on them. Not even tape. Look, there's some ties down at the bottom, so that's pretty cool on both sides. Black, white matching, yellow Brian Cage symbol. Check it out on his trunks right here, white and black, that reverse color with the yellow cage on there. On the back you see a skull design in yellow. It's pretty basic detail, but you can see it there if you look closely. It's got big boy articulation. Also have some white and black knee pads with the X symbol. Hope Charles doesn't get mad about that. Yes, I'm talking about Charles Xavier. Also some white and black kick pad style boots with yellow slash marks and a yellow outline. So this Wolverine style of wrestler really goes all in on the Wolverine for his look. Nice. And now how about Ricky Starks right here? Ooh, even a Bryce Remsburg cameo in the packaging. Ooh. Ricky Starks is definitely a humble guy. If you go back and check out some Ringside Collectibles programming, when he got to see this figure for the first time, he was very emotional. And that's really cool, you know, especially a younger wrestler like that, knowing that so many younger wrestlers are now just avid action figure collectors. For Ricky Starks to be able to see his own figure, awesome. Have some interchangeable fist hands here. A couple of open hands right there, check those out. And here's the homie, Ricky Starks. Love the eyebrow, the nice clean fade he's got going on here. Also this silver chain, which of course, as you know with Jazwares figures, the heads pop off pretty easily, so if you're not into having that on there, you can take it right off. So great physique here, looks to scale to me. We have one singular elbow pad, as Ricky Starks likes to wear, and we have some pretty cool aqua and yellow and black wrist tape. We really like the style he has going on here. He's got matching tape on both arms, and also check out this hand with the posed pinky right there. Pretty cool. Here's the RS trunks in yellow and blue, and you have the RS symbol in the front. Those yellow chains designs all the way around, and on the back you can see it in a nice script right here. It says Starks. Check that out. It has matching yellow, blue, and black knee pads right here, and a pair of laced white and black boots. Good luck, Ricky. Some of us are rooting for you, no doubt. Next up is Eddie Kingston, one of the newer faces in AEW that's risen to a little bit of superstardom here, and I can tell you, I went to see AEW in Boston, Massachusetts around Halloween time, and aside from the fact that I was live for that stupid Stay Puft Marshmallow Man nonsense, I was also live for Eddie Kingston facing off with Bryan Danielson, and I have to say, I was really happy to see Bryan Danielson, but most of Boston was very thrilled to see Eddie Kingston, and that's because the dude seems like a real ass kicker. So that's kind of how Boston is. Around here, you favor ass kickers, and Eddie Kingston happens to be one of those. Have a couple of open hands with taped thumbs. Those are cool. A couple of interchangeable fists. Check those out. Now here's the cranky Kingston head, the one that we saw at Revolution. I know some folks had an issue with this, but I'll leave it up to everyone now to decide. What do you think? Here's the final product. We got clenched teeth. We have an angry Eddie Kingston here. We got the 5 o'clock shadow. Looks like to me. What do you think? And now here's his packaged head sculpt. It's a pretty serious, straight face, but again, all the details of Eddie Kingston are there. That really kind of badass look with the determined face, we'll say. This is not a guy that if you're an idiot drunk at a bar you want to mess with if he's the bouncer, right? So, same thing in the wrestling ring. Right here we have some beads with the crosses on the bottom. Those, of course, if you take off the head, are removable, but I want to get on to these hands right here. Check out these molded hands. That, you know, Jazwares is just kind of going all out with the different style of molded hands, because this can't be reused for anyone else, right? There's some taped thumbs here, and this is a Eddie Kingston only hand sculpt, so pretty cool to see that. Now at the top you can see the black and yellow tank top that he wears, and on the back his lion symbol in yellow, check that, and a yellow belt here wrapped around his black ring cargo pants. So good looking ring gear for this guy. You know, what can I say? I mean, I've only seen a few matches of his live, but every time I've seen him, pretty intense, no doubt about that. So this is a guy that if he keeps kicking butt in AEW, we'll see what happens in the future, right? Future world champion, who knows? And Team Taz's own Powerhouse Willie Hobbs right here in the flesh. This is a guy that, you know, I think he's got big things on the horizon, you know? Dude's got size, he's got style, he's good in the ring. Why not see what happens with Powerhouse Hobbs right here? He is a powerhouse, no doubt. A couple of taped fist accessories right here, and a serious head sculpt. Now this one is one of the better ones that Jazwares has done. This is like on par with the accuracy of the Sting figure. Check that out. I mean, you can't get any clearer of a representation of somebody than that. Love the hair and the fade he's got. Love the shadow, Abe Lincoln style beard. Powerhouse Hobbs right here. But perhaps you know him better from this sneering look on his face. And again, this is something that is really impressive, because to me this looks just like Powerhouse Hobbs right here. That sneering look, he's known for that, and Jazwares is capturing it right here in action figure form. We have accurate arm tattoos, check that out. Goes all the way down there. And some molded white wrist tape, that's pretty dope. On the back, FTW and Hobbs. And rounding out the orange and black singlet, you have Powerhouse in the front, and yes, it's right in the spot where the articulation is. There's some silver markings on the side, and that's no big deal because we want articulation, right? Posability is really important. Design and detail is important, of course, but posability means playability, and that's what makes these fun. So I'm all about the way that this singlet turned out. A pair of black knee pads and white and black molded strap boots. Pretty dope. Oh, they say willpower right here. I wonder why. Also in this set, the one and only Captain Charisma. There he is on the back. Look at him standing tall. Most of you out there know I'm a big Christian fan, and who isn't? There's some people that aren't, but you know, we find those people a little odd. That said, really awesome to see him in AEW, and hoping he gets to have some more high-profile matches, because now he finally has an action figure to reflect it. Check it out. A couple of punching fist accessories. And for those of you unhappy with the main head sculpt, here's an additional one. Check this out. Weren't expecting this, were you? Clenched teeth like a Ninja Turtle and everything. Whoa. And here's the figure itself. So, let's see. A few things to say. So the head sculpt, to me, it turned out better than I think people were thinking. I don't know that he looks so much like Charlton Heston. Looks like Christian Cage to me. He's a grizzled vet at this point, and this is what grizzled vets look like, right? Better that we see his age instead of like a you know, a Hulk Hogan figure where he looks the same age over the past like 40 years. I like this kind of detail. What I don't like is jowly heads, so that's a little much for me, but if you shift it in the right position, you know, it's like some articulation. We can look at it that way, but it can be a little jowly sometimes. Just think of it as a rockin' sockin' robot, right? Bong. He's got a shoulder tattoo, pretty big there, I think, for what Christian generally has for a shoulder tattoo, but accurate, that's for sure. And we have some elbow pads, and the cool thing about this, the molded white and black wrist tape. So he normally wears that as Christian Cage, and then as Christian, it's pretty much just black wrist tape. So cool to see that. Cool to see a searching for his peeps charisma hand. Can't go wrong with that right there. And some cool updated tights. We have the JR right there in the front. I'm not sure what that stands for, wink wink. And on the side, Cage, and that kind of orange and white design. Really cool. I'm a big fan of what Christian's tights have looked like since his comeback, and it's been a really exciting comeback, and Also here we have some laced black boots. Pretty exciting. Not a bad figure. So if you're looking for a Christian and you missed out on his previous releases, here's a chance to get him in Jazwares style. And another humble member in the set, Thunder Rosa, is right here. Check it out. Now Thunder Rosa also got a upfront look at Revolution at her wrestling action figure, and she was just so excited. And Thunder Rosa is one of the nicest people I ever met, so very happy for her to be that excited. And she's for sure at the forefront of women's wrestling, no doubt about that. So it makes sense that she has a great action figure, right? There's a couple of fist accessories for Thunder Rosa and a couple of open hand accessories. Nice. And here's the figure itself. Now to me, Thunder Rosa has some dope ring gear. Here's the Dia de los Muertos headdress she has here with some black skulls, the gold in the back. Her face paint is great. That half blank face and then the black and white painted face. The hair looks great on this figure. And this removable sash she has here, as you can see on the back. There's her name. And a little phrase down here. And some tassels dangling. When we take that off, there's her ring tights. Looking good. Says Thunder Rosa with a nice flower design in gold right there. Accurate like tattoo, pretty dope. Line that up so you can get a good look at that. Looks great. And we have a black knee pad with a silver rose on it and the gold trim in the back of the other black knee pad as well. And we also have some gold boots here with lightning bolts. Check those out. It says La Mera on one side and Mera on the other side. Pretty cool. This is a great figure, so anybody that's a Thunder Rosa fan, especially Thunder Rosa herself, who deserves an action figure like this, should be really excited. And that's about the size of it. We have AEW Unrivaled Series 9 right here, including Christian Cage, Eddie Kingston, Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs, Brian Cage, and Thunder Rosa. A great set. Some great variety of names right here. Not just the veterans, but the newcomers, a great member of the women's division. Excellent choices in AEW Unrivaled Series 9 from the AEW roster. Lots of nice interchangeable hand accessories, and no skimping on the gear designs. All looks good. So check out Ringside Collectibles at WrestlingFigures.com, your #1 source for all things wrestling action figures worldwide. You'll be able to get AEW Unrivaled Series 9 very shortly. Get it before the pre-orders run out while they're still there. I think they're up now. But go ahead and check us out. Check us out for wrestling action figures, for wrestling rings, accessories, anything you could possibly want. Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make it all about wrestling figures.